Hey guys, good morning. Today is another testing video. I am at 12 DPO today and we're going to go ahead and take a test today, and today will kind of be the deciding factor of whether we are seeing anything at all on these tests or if I should go ahead and just wait for AF to come. So yesterday, last night specifically, I had a little bit of cramping and a tiny bit of very light spotting. That kind of continued through the nighttime, and when I woke up I didn't really have anything, maybe some leftover brownish spotting, but I didn't wake up with any cramping today. And I am on the topical progesterone cream, but I have not applied it for this morning because I want to see what my test says. This might just be AF on its way, and I'll go ahead and stop progesterone today if I don't see anything on the test. If I do see something on the test, then maybe something else is going on, and I'll continue using progesterone cream until we know for sure whether if I'm pregnant or not this month. But today will be the all tell. I'm either starting AF or could be very early in pregnancy. We were seeing some very faint shadowy lines yesterday, and they oddly enough did dry up to kind of look like evap lines today on both tests. So I thought that was kind of odd. So that's why we're going to go ahead and see first thing in the morning today. We're going to take a test. If we see anything at all, then maybe it is the start of something. But I am not sure because with the spotting and the cramping, it kind of felt like AF was about to start. As a reminder again, I ovulated really early this cycle. And I'm not due to AF till 14, 15 DPO, but maybe since I ovulated early, everything's going to be a little bit weird for this cycle, and maybe my period will also come early. So we'll see what happens. Maybe it was just a weird luteal phase this month and it was super short on everything. But let's take the two tests. I'm taking pre-mom and mom med again, sticking with the same two strips so we can keep comparing day by day, and we'll see what today says. Alright, I'm getting my tests ready here. These are the two brands that I have been using, Mom Med and Pre-Mom. I usually like to dip the Pre-Mom first. I feel like it takes the longest to develop in my experience, so I'm going to dip that today for 12 DPO. And we'll just see what it says. I'm not having any pregnancy symptoms, I can tell you that for sure. So that is going through, and I like to give these 5 minutes. This Mom Med one specifically says to wait 5 minutes to read the results. So I just go ahead and give them both 5 minutes because I feel like the pre-mom also takes pretty much the same amount of time. Just waiting till that's going through. Okay, it's going through now. So we'll put it down. We'll come back in 5 minutes. We'll see the results together and see where we go from there. That'll kind of tell me what is going on, but I do have a feeling AF is coming, maybe a little early, or maybe I will just spot for a couple days before it comes on time. But yeah, pretty much after today I'll know if I have to keep using the progesterone cream or not. So we will see what happens. I will come back when it's time to check out these tests, and we will see the results together, and we will see what happens. So here's some of the mom meds that I've taken so far. 10 DPO is on top, 11 DPO is on the bottom. You probably will not be able to see what I'm talking about, but I feel like there's a shadow line on 11 DPO that doesn't show up on 10 DPO. And I thought I was seeing a shadow line while the test was still within the reading window, but wasn't really sure. So I always keep my tests and tape them onto a notebook so I could track progress. And I feel like it did dry with some type of something. Might just be an evap. Same with the pre-mom. Very hard to see, but I feel like looking at it from the naked eye, I can see something faint that dried on pre-mom that did not show up on the day before. They're just really hard to see on the camera. So we'll just have to go ahead and see what today's says during the time window, not after they have dried. But I always keep my tests anyway. I tape them up on my notebook and keep them for just to track progress and to track any results, and just in case I ever do end up pregnant and I'm filming the daily testing videos, we can track line progression with the tests that I save. So it should be about time to check out the other tests. So let's go ahead, go into the bathroom and check those out and see if they finished developing and if anything is showing up. Alright, I have not checked any of these tests yet. I'm going to start with pre-mom. It's the wider and easier to read test. Let me grab a paper. I like to put it against something white in the background to help focus. So at first look, pre-mom does look pretty stark negative. I'll take a closer look and we'll do an above shot too. But I'm not seeing anything of color there at all. Let's put that one down and try Mom Med. Mom Med, I don't know, it looks kind of negative to me too from the camera view. Let me do an above shot on both and then I'll take a closer look. Alright, here is pre-mom looking at it from above. And here's a shot of the Mom Med from above, also as close as I can get it before it loses focus. I don't know if I'm seeing anything on these tests at all, especially this Mom Med looks extra negative, but then for some reason I keep thinking I'm seeing something on the pre-mom today, which is the opposite of yesterday. Let me put them both together. Alright guys, so I think what I'm seeing, it has to be just the line where it's supposed to be, the shadowy line, because before you dip these tests you can see clearly where the line is supposed to go if it were positive. And I feel like sometimes in some of these tests it's more apparent. Once you dip it, you can still kind of see the marking. So, but there's definitely, we can all agree, there's nothing of color on any of these test line areas. Especially with pre-mom's control line being so deep and purple, there should be something of color showing up by 12 DPO on the test line. But I'm not sure what a positive looks like on any of these tests. Mom Med seems to have a lighter colored control line, so not sure if a line on Mom Med would be fainter than pre-mom. But looking at these as close as possible, I'm going to go with that they are both negative for today for 12 DPO. I will still save the results and compare them, but within the time reading window, they both look pretty negative to me, despite the little shadowy something. I'll take a couple pictures, attach them to the end of this video, and that is pretty much it. I'm not going to take the progesterone cream today just because I'm not feeling any pregnancy symptoms. I'm not seeing anything obvious on these tests. So 9 times out of 10 AF is coming. I definitely don't want to delay AF or mess up the timing of my cycle. I'd rather just move on to a fresh new cycle if that's what's going to happen anyway. So I'll take a couple pictures. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see what happens next. I don't know if I'm taking a test for tomorrow for 13 DPO. I will have to see. It's just a busier morning on Fridays and Saturdays on our property since we do the roadside stand. So, and if I feel like AF is coming anyway, there's no point in testing. If anything changes and I do feel like testing, I'll do an evening test instead for 13 and 14 DPO. So I will update you guys on what ends up happening, and when I test again, I'll definitely post the results and the video for you guys to watch along with me. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Wish you guys the best of luck, continued prayers, and just positive thoughts and good energy for all of you who are trying to conceive, so that it happens quickly and very healthily. Everything just goes through as you wish. I'll see you guys next time.